Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No, I'm balling.
No content day on college football means we got to create our own content. And that's what we did today. I have a bunch of training. You can see I'm down to 1.9. I was down to 1.3, but then stuff came back and we got back down to 2 million coins. But we just came off another natty run. And I got something I want to talk about real quick. So hit the like button, drop a sub. I'm gonna address this. I never really address stuff like this, but I'm gonna do it. Let me finish my event. As you can see, before I finished, there was a guy named AP Assassin, right, who I beat in a natty. And I'm gonna let you guys see his messages, right, and see what he was talking about. And look, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna let you guys see this message. Don't be an Xbox message in 2025 talking about racist stuff. Like, it's just not the way to go about it, right? That's not here nor there. I'm not going to go into it and talk too much about that because I don't want to give him the light of the day. I've already said his name, and I shouldn't have said his name. But that's not here nor there. That's all I'm going to say, right? Twitch.tv/therealdatruthyadig. We should be live tonight. Super late, though, because I have stuff I'm doing IRL with my kids, and they have friends over and stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe I'll show the messages on stream. I don't really want to show them on a YouTube video, but all you got to do is go check my X, though. If you go check my X and my Twitter, you can see the messages. Kind of funny at the end of the day, but not here nor there. We got some packs to get into. Now, I've been talking about a method, right? The method is, for me, always open up the training rolls the day before the new release comes out. But the easiest way to go about it, whoever is the fourth in line, open up those. Now, I'm going to say this, though. I'm going to stay away from alumni today just because it is 1,200 to 1,300 more training to open up this compared to every other role, right? So we're probably gonna mess with some college kickoff. Mainstays are actually really good because there's some mainstay 88s that are super duper expensive as we have stuff selling right now. But that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take what we got from the natty packs, probably quick sell that along with the 88s we got. There's something selling for 190. But if we take a look at the market, right? Why is this important to do, or why is it good to do when the promo isn't at its height? And what I mean by at its height isn't at the forefront of the market, right? So for example, if we look at mainstays, I'm pretty sure the left guard on mainstays is over like 230K. I'm actually positive he is. There's going to be some cheap ones, some Joseph, Austin Bobbers, Drew Allard's 170, which isn't bad, right? But if you go look at some of the other ones, right guard, we're approaching 180. Ike Larson, 185, right? And there's a couple of big guys. So Ashton Stamp is huge. Robert Jennings is huge. Tekoyo Johnson is an LTD, so that doesn't count. But then you go to Logan Parr, who's the left guard, is 300K. So I may go to mainstays and see if we can cook in mainstays because, like I said, you have a 300K champion that you can pull. That's always worth it, right? It's always worth it when you have a 300K champion you can pull and try to make it happen. You can see Ashton Stamp is 260. There's a lot of cars out there. There's a lot of cars that are very, very expensive. Ike Larson, 185. Robert Jennings, 220. So, yeah, I think we're going to go into mainstays today and see if we can cook with the mainstays because they just present more value outside of pulling the LTDs. Obviously, you have the LTDs for mainstays, right? I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember who the LTDs for mainstays is this week. Let me see if I can. I guess I could have went to the whatchamacallit and looked, but it's Derek Moore is one. And then the other one is Grant Bell. So the LTDs aren't that crazy, but the champions are. And that's why the champions are great to go into that. Now, if we actually look at the NOTGs as well, this is something you can do every week, right? Once the promo is not really at the forefront, you can go back in, get cheap training, and obviously make coins. With the NOTG, remember I told you guys at the beginning of the week, if you watch the vids, I said NIBLOCK at around 140 to 150 would be great. Look at NIBLOCK's price now. And this is why I say sometimes you got to be patient and wait. NIBLOCK is 180. If you got him at 150, even if you sell him at 180, you're making about 12K. You can probably sell them even higher, right? And then obviously with these, you have the super duper expensive LTDs when it comes to this, but you have Mason who's 200K. Ayers is expensive. I said Mason is expensive. Then you have the LTDs, which are super expensive. You got, I believe it's Terry Nichols. He's above 600K, right? And then you also have Trayshawn Hurry, who's above 800K. So this is why, rolling these packs later on is not that bad of a deal, right? Even alumni. If alumni was cheaper, I feel like alumni would be the absolute best to roll. But unfortunately, they're not cheap. But like you said, unless you get Hugh Green or Marshall Yonda, you can kind of make some coins back with alumni. Golden Tate is 250. But then you have Jalen Hurts, who's approaching, and that's the big thing. Jalen Hurts is approaching 900K. Rod Woodson is approaching 580, and that's why the alumni are appealing. But also, you got to worry about in terms of, you know, how many coins you're spending and how much training you're spending into some of these things, right? As you have stuff that continues to sell. So let's do a couple recruit bundles, and then we're going to. We'll do two. We'll spend a cool little 50K, and then I'm gonna open up our natty packs, and then we're gonna quick sell everything, and we're gonna go in. Like I said, I really want to try mainstays. College kickoff is great because you have Jeremiah Smith too. And those cards, they get silver abilities, so it's like they have a little bit more value. Like I really want to go into the mainstays, which by the way, chat, like I'm in the YouTube. I finally have 103 packs. We're gonna save these for a video and open these up. I'm gonna save these for tomorrow for Legends. I feel like tomorrow I'm gonna go in for a Legends or alumni, so there's no need for me to go in today. I know I should based off my theory, but the college kickoff rolls have been very good to me. Have been very, very good to me. So we're gonna continue to. Okay, we get an 80 kicker, 13K. All right. Hey, this cost us about 50K, so we already made a little bit of our coins back. Now, me being a degenerate, I'm probably going to quick sell everything, but we did get a fair few back in terms of training. We're going to keep the 80 though, sell him because he's way above what 80 should go for. Let's do our second 98s. Let's do our second 98s and see if we can cook. See if we can make something happen. See if we can make something happen. I'm going to go quick through. Ha 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 ha. Nothing. Mike, don't really care about a Mike. Only Mike I care about is my Uncle Mike and my cousin Mike. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going. Let me get a screenshot of these natty packs. So I may throw it into the video. When I mean by the video, I mean the thumbnail. But let's see if we can cook. I'm telling you, the 71 pluses haven't been good for me, which if you didn't watch my recruit bundle video 2 days ago, I highly suggest you go catch that thing. Go catch that thing because we went crazy. We went absolutely crazy, but we're going to hope that our natty packs can go crazy today. I didn't expect too much out of these. Genuinely didn't expect too much out of these. Went kind of exactly how I thought they would go. You know, with the recruit bonus, you got to open up a bunch of them. If you don't open up a bunch of them, you don't cook. Natty packs. Can we turn our natty packs into coins? That's going to be the biggest thing. Mainstay. Okay, 85 is not bad. 81 and 77. The 85 is being quick sell. Yes, I could sell for 40K if I wanted to, but college kickoff, 86. 86, we take those. I mean, look, more training added to the pile, right? Another college kickoff, 84. Okay. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, can I get a big animation, though? I mean, what I mean by a big animation, like a full animation that takes up my entire screen would be fantastic. It'd be great. Or just keep giving me elites. In the big 2025, this is national championship packs right now. NOTG, 84, 80, and 83. Right. All right, boys. Let's quick sell basically everything we got, along with the 88s we got along the way too. That we got. I got every single one of these 88s under 130. I seen them on a 130, and I went on a spree. And see if we can essentially cook. So that's what we're here to do. I actually already sold 2 of my Damani Jacksons that I got for 450 for 600K. I took my 90K and ran. In terms of those, I'm still holding my lagways at this moment. I'm trying to get 550 for him. That's what I want out of for him. Like college kickoffs have been great. Like I said, mainstays have their value where the LTDs aren't there. The floor is safer with the mainstays, and the NOTG obviously it's been crazy. So I'm gonna try the college kickoffs, man. I know I wanted to try the mainstays. I just feel like the mainstays haven't. And this is why we went college kickoff. Bang! I keep pulling this guy. I will take the 500K. Bang! This is like my 4th Christian Miller. I sold 2 for 950, 1 yesterday for 550, and then we're gonna sell this one for whatever he is. Hey now. Okay. Now I don't think you guys can see it, but I can tell when it's gonna be a regular one because there's a little plus that goes into the middle of my screen that I can see. Let me try one mainstay. Let's try one. I did say I would try a mainstay. So let's try one mainstay and see if we can cook. See, with the mainstays, I just don't get LTDs, but maybe Logan Parr. I mean, Ike Larson isn't bad. We've seen him 185, right? We did see him at 185. I'm going to take that 185. I'm not going to question it. right? This is how, when you do this, you don't completely lose all your coins. When you get a hit, you take the hit and you replenish. You know why you take the hit? I can sell him for 185 and then I can go buy an 88 back at 130. That's why. So 2 mainstays, no hits on the mainstays, but oh, I thought that was the left guard. He's cheap. He's cheap. Now, again, I could sell him for 160, but then I get back 144, so there's no point in selling him at that point, right? All right, so we went into the mainstays. Mainstays weren't good for us. I gave it a little bit of a shot, and now we're getting cooked. I should have never left the college kickoff. It's my fault. I should have never left the college kickoffs. I'm pretty sure the thing about all these cards that they're super duper cheap. So let's try one NOTG. I mean, there's expensive NOTGs, so let me get one. Lob up one for me. Let's see what we got. I don't want. 1 pack and a dream. 1 pack in a dream. Bang! Bang! Trayshawn Hurry! Gang! Oh my goodness! Mainstay. This is the only one we haven't pulled an LTD out of. Hook us up right now. Who says no? EA says no. Logan Parr, though, would be great. Rocco Beck. All right, we'll walk it off. One more. Last pack magic. I'm giving you a chance, Mainstay. NOTG came through us. College kickoff came through. Logan Parr could save us. Logan Parr? Austin Barber. What, boys? We came. We saw. In my eyes, we conquered. I'm just going to sell this for 160. And we'll take our 160. So we got a 900K pool and a 500K pool. And we made 170 plus another 180. So 1.5 million we just made. I guess the method works. I'm out. Deuces.